Hi. Can y'all hear me now? Somebody comment. Mm. Hi. There you guys go. Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I couldn't see your comments on my screen either. I saw one comment, but I didn't see any comments until the angry face popped up and I clicked on it. And then I saw all your comments. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so I switched to my phone. My computer's been being really funny. It started having some pretty serious issues again today while I was at the library. Go figure. I've got all these dingies. Okay. So I had no sound on that last one. To sum it up, I'm going to go on this quick because I know it's kind of late. I'm sorry, you guys. So very sorry about the technical issues. Alright. So I'm going to reread the title and the intent section, and then I'm just going to summarize the repealers. Okay? An act relating to increasing public safety by removing confusing and excessive regulations on law-abiding citizens in Washington State. Amending RCW 941.10, repealing RCW 941.092, 941.113, 941.115, 941.137, and 8208.833. Repealing 594 subsection 2, 5, 6, 7, and 11, and repealing section 1, uncodified. And repealing 1639, section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And adding new sections to RCW 9.41. Okay, better. So basically what that says is that we're going to remove the excessive and confusing gun regulations and laws on law-abiding citizens of Washington State. Starting with, now I don't know if it's going to end there, but I'm going after right now 1639 and 594. Be it enacted by the people of the state of Washington. Section 1, intent. Gun violence is far too common in Washington State, particularly gun violence where the victims are law-abiding citizens who, if they had been armed, could have stopped the violence quickly without excessive loss of life or injury to other citizens. The regulations on law-abiding citizens regarding firearms in Washington State are causing those who follow our laws and do not wish harm on others to become extremely vulnerable, frightened, and in many cases causing them to become victims of violent crime due to being unable to subdue their attacker or arm themselves, as is their right according to the Washington State and the United States Constitution. The people find and declare that it is critical that these regulations be repealed so that they can properly arm themselves without hindrance or unjust impairment for the purpose of making Washington State a safe, wholesome, and peaceful place to live again. Extreme and restrictive gun control measures, excessive waiting periods, invasive background checks are not going to prevent criminals from obtaining firearms. However, an unhindered and well-armed public can stop these criminals when they attempt to commit these crimes. Bob, you want me to send the RCWs that I'm referring to? Is that right? Is that correct? That's what you want me to send? New section. The following acts or parts of acts are each repealed. RCW 941-092, licensed dealer deliveries, background checks, and Section 4 of Initiative Measure 594. RCW 941-113, firearm sales or transfers, background checks, requirements, and exceptions, and Section 3 of Initiative 594. RCW 941-115, penalties, violations of RCW 941-113, and Section 9 of Initiative Measure 594. All right, RCW 941-137, Department of Licensing, authority to adopt rules, reporting of violations, authority to revoke licenses, and Section 8 of Initiative Measure 594. RCW 82.08.833, exemption, sales, or transfers of firearms regarding unlicensed persons, background check requirements, and Section 10 of Initiative Measure 594. All right, Bob, I will send them to you. We're also, now in this little list that starts here, I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm just going to list off what we're targeting for the rest of 594. Section 2, Section 5, Section 6, Section 7, Section 11 of Initiative 594, and then Section 1 uncodified of Initiative 594. Okay? And then I have number 12 through 30 is all the sections of 1639. I might not have to include them all yet, all in there, but like I said, it's a first rough draft. All right. Now we have some amendments. Section 3, RCW 41. Oh, you know what? I lost my my reference on there. It's the definitions in RCW 41. The definitions of the terms, right? And 2018 C7 are both amended to read as follows. Unless the context clearly requires otherwise, the definitions in this section apply throughout this chapter. And then it has all the regular definitions, and I'm going to go straight to what I am proposing to add as definitions. Some of you might find it amusing. Some of you might find it to be quite straightforward and direct and, you know, cutting the BS. But I put it as straightforward as I could. All right. Secure gun storage means any of the following: a locked box, gun safe, or other secure locked storage space designed to keep firearms from being accessed by young children. A hip or shoulder holster worn close to one's body so as not to present criminals with an opportunity to disarm and steal the firearm. Sean, my intent was to have it circulated as an initiative petition, but I got some information from Bob literally about 15 minutes before I came on that it can't be. I'm going to have to talk to him a little bit more. He has actually, Bob, was it an initiative or was it a bill that you got successfully passed? He's familiar with the process, and I was connected with him through one of our members just a little while ago this evening. So he's bringing me some new information. It might not be able to go as an initiative. It does have to fail. He's told me it has to fail in the legislature and both sides of the legislature before it can become an initiative. So I'm going to be talking with him a little bit more and reading a little bit more about that process. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep editing it and drafting it and writing it. On an initiative to the people, it's a little bit different than initiative to the legislature. An initiative to the legislature, it has to be filed and you have to have your signatures and petitions in by, I believe, January 4th. An initiative to the people can't be filed until January 6th. And then you have until, I believe it's June. I'm having a hard time remembering the exact dates. I believe it's June to gather your signatures. Yeah, like I said, I just got connected with this man that's helping me out, understanding some of it. But secure gun storage means any of the following: a locked box, gun safe, or other secure locked storage space designed to keep firearms from being accessed by young children. A hip or shoulder holster worn close to one's body so as not to present criminals with an opportunity to disarm and steal the firearm. A method of concealment so as to hide the firearm from view but keep it held on one's person in such a manner as the citizen sees fit. A locked glove, seat, or truck bed compartment to transport or lock away while not in use, but still easily accessible for use in self-defense. All right, Sean, did you see Bob's comment on there? Hey, Bob, do you know what the can you help us out and tell us what the are there deadlines like there are on an initiative or a referendum? That's my definition of secure gun storage. Definition of assault weapon, and this is the definition printed in Encyclopedia Britannica. I did look in the United States Code trying to find that definition, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So, assault weapon means a military firearm that is chambered for ammunition of reduced size or propellant charge and that has the capacity to switch between semi-automatic and fully automatic fire. A fully automatic weapon capable of delivering a high volume of rounds with reliable accuracy over a distance of 1,000 to 1,500 feet or 300 to 500 meters. Yes, Bob. Like I said, this is just my first rough draft. So the definition of infringe means to limit or undermine the right to bear arms. For the purposes of this section, that's what infringe means. Impair means to weaken, damage, reduce, decrease, impede, or hinder the right to bear arms. Now, if you look at the United States Constitution, the Second Amendment says it shall not be infringed. That definition of infringe is straight out of the dictionary. And then it's added to specifically refer to the right to bear arms, which is what this proposal is about. Impair is the word impair is the word in the Washington State Constitution. And it, for the purposes of this, it means to weaken, damage, reduce, decrease, impede, or hinder the right to bear arms. New section, section 4. A new section is added to RCW 9.41 to read as follows. And this one was kind of big for me. I don't know if this is illegal, if this is something that can be approved or not, but it's something I wanted to put on. Yes, a .22 long rifle has that velocity. However, part of that was a fully automatic weapon. And fully automatic weapons are only available to the military. And that's according to many people who are in the armed forces that I've spoken to. It's also according to the Encyclopedia Britannica. It's also according to many other sources. So hi, Michael. So I don't know if this new section can actually legally be added or not, but it was something that I put in here. Some of you saw the statement that Sheriff Hatcher made about putting in a clause for to allow other counties to opt out, so that we're not being dominated by 1 or 2 counties anymore. A new section is added to RCW 9.41 to read as follows. No initiative, whether to the people or to the legislature, shall be placed on the ballot for a vote of the people of this state without first ensuring that it is included in the initiative a clause which gives the individual counties and cities the option to not enact the initiative if it fails in that county or city, determines that the initiative does not impair or infringe on a law-abiding citizen's right to keep and bear arms as per the Washington State Constitution and the United States Constitution. Basically, what I'm going for there is it would give places like Benton County, thank you, Bob and Michael. That isn't information that I had found. Everything that I had found while I was looking things up and reading and researching was that fully automatic weapons were not openly available to the public. So that was my understanding. I'll definitely have to look deeper into that. Thank you for fact checking me, though. I appreciate that a whole lot. If the initiative does affect the right to bear arms and no majority vote, and this is just kind of a, if the initiative affects the right to bear arms and no majority vote was reached in that city or county, then it is left to the individual citizens to exercise or not exercise the right to bear arms. Like I said, that last little section, section 4, I don't know how legal that's ever going to be able to be. So that's what I have right now. Like I said, guys, it's a rough draft. The basic premise of my proposal is to repeal 594 and 1639 and to make sure the definition of assault weapon isn't embellished, that is a direct definition, if it has to be in there. That's what I have on those things. Bob, I would like to reach out to you and connect with you a little bit more. I could definitely use some guidance on how to write this up, as well as learning how to read the codes. But that's what I have tonight, guys. Like I said, I've never written an initiative before. You guys know that I've been working really hard and looking and researching and doing just a lot of stuff. So on Friday, we're going to go back to part 2 of we're going to go back to part 2 of taking apart Bob Ferguson. I know tonight was short, and I know I was late, and I'm sorry for that. I was trying to get the rest of this typed up, and trying to read how to code it, it killed me. That's what got me. That's why I was late. No, there isn't a legal one. That's why I took the one from Encyclopedia Britannica. It's a good source. It's a reliable source. And it's a much better definition, a much more technical definition than everything that was included in 1639 under that definition. Under 1639, it's a blanket definition covering almost every firearm and firearm modification equipment that I even know of. So almost every, not every, but almost every. So I thought it was a short, sweet definition and to the point, and that's why I put that one in there. Thank you, Michael. But anyway, that's what I have for tonight. Friday, we'll be doing Taking Apart Bob Ferguson Part 2. And I'm hoping by that time I will have had a chance to talk to you, Bob, about some of this, and you can help me with some of the coding, some of the language, and give me the steps for the process. Thank you, Lori. All right, guys, I have to go. I'm really tired and I'm thirsty. I've been working all day, not on just this, but on some other stuff for Friday's video. And today's my birthday, so I want to go spend some time with my husband. Thank you all for watching, and if you guys have suggestions on wording or language, I'd love to hear them. Remember, this isn't my initiative. This is our initiative. You know, this is something that we all want, something that we all need, and something that's good for the people. I mean, you know, whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, you know, if you're anti-gun, okay, well, someone pulls a gun on you and robs you, you've got a citizen right behind you at the ATM with another firearm. They're going to save you, right? Pro-gun or not, you got to admit, it's nice to have a hero around sometimes. All right, guys. Good night. And I will see you Friday. Do not forget, please do not forget, contact your legislatures, your representatives, your senators. We've compiled a list of all the incumbents as well as all the new ones, the newly elected. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Scott. Scott, I'm sorry, how long ago was that they determined the definition of assault rifle? Scott says the ATF just determined the definition of assault rifle. I hadn't heard that. Scott, if you could PM me that information or that link. I came across the ATF website earlier, But like I said, I've been having computer troubles all day. And when I went and clicked on the website, my computer said, uh-oh, something went wrong. The link's broken. So I'd appreciate if you could send me the link. So contact your legislatures. Contact your senators. We have to let them know how we feel. Don't stop. Don't give up. Idaho has really, really relaxed gun laws comparatively. Okay? And that's because their activists, they didn't stop. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. They were out there protesting. They were constantly calling their senators and their representatives. Constantly. Never stopped. So make sure you're doing those things. Okay. Make sure you're doing those things. Sorry, I just got a picture of the, yeah, Bob, I saw it. That's what made me giggle. You know, I put the definition of assault weapon in there because there were 4 bills that were proposed in the legislature. They all failed. All 4 of them failed. But 5444 and its companion bill and 5050 and its companion bill all had these huge, almost page-long definition of assault weapon. And then we have 1639 that it's just, anyways, that's how I feel about it. But I really do have to get going, guys. If you can send me the link to the ATF website, that would be helpful. Call your senators, call your representatives, call your county sheriffs, contact your city councils, find out where they stand. We've contacted many sheriffs. They're all over the page making announcements about county sheriffs' stance on it. Benton and Franklin County, we have it confirmed. They're behind us 100%. They don't want 1639. They don't like it, and they're willing to fight it. So contact everybody. Also, I made a post about it, but testifying at the legislature, going to Olympia, all right? That could have a big impact, guys. These are all action steps, right? Writing this, that's a daunting action step. But the little protests on the street corners, those are small action steps, but they're still action steps. Going to city council meetings and going up there and saying, hey, what you gonna do about this? It's an action step. All right? You have to take action. Time for action is now. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Have a good night. I'll see you back live on Friday at 8:30. I will be prompt this time. But do me a favor, guys, as you contact your legislatures and representatives, or your senators and representatives, sorry, language, go ahead and post it on the page. You know, say, hey, I contacted this person waiting to hear back. Hey, I contacted this person waiting to hear back. All right? And, you know, let us know. Let us know who's behind us and, you know, who's not. Who might need a little convincing. All right? All of these things will work towards the greater good. We have to organize. Sean, that's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing with the live videos. I don't know, if you've seen all of them or not, but you know, um, I want people to know what what they're able to do, what they're capable of, what the process is. An initiative, um, from what I understand of an initiative, it's fairly straightforward. Yes. Um, but again, I'm new to a lot of this myself, so um, Bob Clement, he's gone through it. He's the one that's kind of that I talked to just right before the video. But have a good night, guys. I will see you Friday. I'm gonna go spend some time with my husband, who is working for our cause right now.
Working his butt off, getting laws.
Yeah. Randy, Sean Wilson wants to know if we could post the specific processes and steps all this has to go through to repeal.
Yeah.
Can you work on that?
When I'm done.
Sean, I'm getting an answer for when we'll have that for you, okay? Can you work on that tomorrow morning?
Tell you what, give me 24 hours.
He says give him 24 hours. All right. Good night, guys. Have a good evening. Bye.